Today is day 46. It has been a while since I have kind of updated uh, on my kind of healing journey. Um, and if I'm going to be honest, I haven't really known. If I'm being honest, I didn't really know what I would be saying. I've been having an okay time. Like, not much has really changed. Um, Over the past, I reckon it's been nine or 10 days at this point. Um, but I feel enough has happened now that I can kind of talk about it and think about life and what's going on in mine and whatnot. Um, so first of all, I can't remember if I said this in the last episode, but I am thinking about getting assessed for autism. And I've spoken to my therapist about it, and he has written me a referral to my state's like government autism center and whatnot. And yeah, the idea is that I am going to I guess be assessed. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. It is very expensive. It costs $2,000, which I think is goddamn insane. But it's something that I feel I need to do, and I feel that it's something that I need to understand. For me to truly learn how to love myself and to accept myself for who I am. And I think it would be good for me. Am I scared and do I have doubts? Absolutely. I've kind of been switching between the two kind of sides of this. One side being, this is something that I need to do, something that would be helpful. And then the other side of me, that is, I guess, scared. That doesn't really know what to do, because I'm kind of scared of, how I will view myself. I'm scared of, like, my worldview and how that is going to change once I find out. Especially if it does turn out to be the case that I have autism. And I think I'm kind of scared because I don't think I'm quite ready to accept the reality of my situation, which sucks. Because I really do think that this would be helpful for me to know and to understand about myself, because I'm struggling so hard to understand who I am, why I'm the way I am, and I'm struggling to, I guess, make peace with myself and to love myself truly and utterly. Like, I'm struggling with that a lot. I guess I'm just trying to just kind of accept all of me, but I'm really struggling with that. I don't even know how to describe it. I think in my life I've always been, kind of against the idea of me having autism, and I don't quite understand why. I think it's may have something to do with, how that sort of thing is kind of perceived in my family, maybe, and those ideas and thoughts have kind of may have, I guess, made it across into my way of thinking and my way of understanding. Maybe I'm really not too sure, and it's kind of hard to know. So it's a possibility. One that I don't really know how to quite explore. But I think it's also part of my healing journey to kind of learn how to make peace with it as I go. And it's a difficult thing because I don't really know how to. I don't really know what to do with my thoughts, my brain, and I'm trying to make peace with it, but I'm not there yet. I think my next kind of goal is learning to accept that part of me, regardless of what it is, because like it may not even be autism. It may be something else. I really don't know, and I won't find out for a little bit yet. And I guess that's kind of putting me on edge as well, because I don't like not understanding all that sort of stuff, and it stresses me out. But I think this is a very slow process that I'm going to have to learn how to be okay with. I'm going to have to spend the time being uncomfortable and spend the time feeling isolated and feeling uncertain. And I think I need to kind of experience that in order for me to, I guess, learn how to accept me for me. So, yeah, I guess that's just kind of where I'm at the moment. It's a little bit terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is, and it's something that I'm trying to learn how to be okay with. One day at a time I'm learning, I guess. Because I really do want to understand myself and to learn who I am, what I am, why I act certain ways, why I feel certain things, why I have these same sort of thought patterns over and over and over again. I want to understand myself, because I'm sick and tired of feeling so isolated and feeling like I don't know who I am and don't understand me. I'm sick of it, quite frankly. I don't think there's like a nice way to put it. I'm just tired of it. I don't wish to, I guess, keep ruminating about all these negative things about myself and not having any sort of self-care and self-love. I don't wish to keep doing that. I'm getting to a point where I'm kind of getting sick of it. So I'm going to learn how to accept myself. I'm finding it to be a very difficult process, and that's okay. That is not something that needs to happen fast. I just need to accept that that everything that I do and who I am is a part of me, and I need to accept every part of me regardless of where it's come from, why. I need to learn how to have kindness for myself. Learn how to give the kindness that I have for others to myself, I guess. Again, finding it very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. Because I just don't know where to start. It feels so overwhelming. And I think to some degree it is. And it makes it difficult to kind of, I guess, adapt is one way to put it. But I am doing my best, and that is all I can ask for. I've reached out to a few people, asking about their experience with getting diagnosed with life-changing disorders. Reached out to someone I haven't spoken to in over a year, because she was diagnosed with BPD, And I can imagine that was, I thought that, you know, that experience would have been life-changing and difficult and challenging to deal with. So I reached out to her and I said, hey, I'm doing this with my life and I'm kind of terrified. And I don't really know what to do with all the emotions surrounding it. And we've been talking over the past, you know, week or so, on and off. And it's been nice. Because I've gotten insight from her. And I've gotten insight from my other friends who are autistic. And, you know, asking about their experience with being diagnosed and what it was like for them. And what it meant for them. Getting their insight and being able to ask questions has been helpful. I still have doubts and I'm still scared. But I think I'm more okay with it now. Don't get me wrong, I'm still scared. I'm still, you know, flipping between the different viewpoints that I have and being unsure of myself and whether I should go ahead with it. But I need to recognize that if I don't go through with this, I will never learn how to push my boundaries, never learn how to accept most of me. I just want to be able to accept myself. And I just want to feel loved and cared for. I want to feel all those things. And I want to feel them towards myself. But I'm scared. I'm overthinking it. I'm scared. I'm doubting myself for reasons I don't understand. I'm trying to learn how to be okay with it. Yet I'm finding it very difficult. I sometimes, you know, question everything. I don't always really know what to do. And again, I need to accept that that is okay. Luckily, I've managed to get a reduced rate from my therapist because I'm struggling financially, and I'm about to move house. Well, not about to. Nothing's set in stone just yet, but I am looking at buying my own home and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, my financial situation is not super at the moment, but that is something I need to kind of learn to be okay with. I guess I'm slowly learning, very slowly learning. But yeah, a lot of things are happening in my life. And, you know, I've been trying to figure out who I am, what I bring to the world, what my kind of purpose is. And dealing with that whole thought process is very taxing and very, I guess, confronting and very confusing sometimes, as I don't always really know where I'm headed. But I think I have finally made a decision. I want to go back to uni, and I've decided that I am going to study psychology because I think I just need to learn how to... I think I'm just kind of desperate to understand myself, desperate to kind of understand others. And, you know, if I could become a therapist, I feel like that would be kind of ideal, because I really want to, I guess, spread kindness into the world. And I've always kind of struggled with that. I've always kind of struggled, you know, with understanding others and learning how to care for others, and having those struggles while being someone who desperately wants to show people how much I care and, you know, give love and affection to as many people as I can and make people feel safe and feel seen and feel heard. I think that stems from the fact that I haven't felt that in my life for God knows how long. I haven't felt loved, seen, or heard for quite a long time. And I think I just wish to impart that onto others, because I know what it's like to feel alone, to feel scared, to feel like you have no one. I know what it feels like. And it's not pleasant in any shape or form. It's honestly awful to kind of deal with on a daily basis. So yeah, I guess I'm just trying to, you know, make it through life, and I just want to spread the kindness and love and care I have for people out into the world. And I'm trying my hardest. I really am. But it is not an easy thing to kind of manage on a daily basis. And I often just don't know what to do. I often just feel isolated and feel scared. Because I have so much care for people, and over time it has led to a lot of pain. Being so trusting and being so kind and being so open has led to a fair few people taking advantage of me. And it makes trying to be kind to people mentally challenging. Because I see the value in people, and I love people. And I hate being a person who can't really spread that sort of joy, that love. So I'm not really too sure like what to kind of do with that. It's confusing. A lot of things go on in my head seemingly all the time. I'm not sure how to manage it just yet. I'm trying to learn. It's a long journey. And then I'm struggling with feeling so frustrated all the time with people, even though I care so much. Now, I think that kind of stems from the fact that I have, you know, such high expectations of myself. I then project that onto others, even when it's not necessarily fair. In fact, it's never fair to kind of project those expectations onto others. Never is, never will be. And I guess trying to kind of make peace with the fact that I do these sorts of things has been challenging, to say the least. Because I don't enjoy being the type of person that causes harm, and I don't enjoy, I guess, bringing pain and bringing discomfort and bringing annoyance into people's life. I don't like it. And I don't like that I have been a part of it. In order for me to kind of learn how to live with that, I'm gonna have to learn how to, I guess, be okay with my flaws, and learn how to accept me for me, and learn how to accept everything that I struggle with. So I'm not, 100% sure what to do with all my thoughts surrounding that. But again, that is a process I need to follow. It's a difficult process to follow, but it's something that is important nonetheless. So, yeah. I guess that's where I'm at. I'm trying to do so many things at once. It's very confronting, it's very overwhelming, and it's been difficult. And yet that's okay. Trying to discover my worth has been a very difficult difficult process, I guess I could say. It's been very confronting, and it's been I guess confusing, and in general it's just been a hard time. And yet I still hope that I can learn. I still hope that I can, learn how to love and accept me for me, despite how difficult it is. Because I want to be loved and accepted by people, and I want to love and accept myself. It's very daunting, to say the least. And I hope that anyone who has to go through this sort of thing, I hope that they get the kind of the care that they need, I hope that people who are going through similar things to me have people close to them who are kind and supportive, because I don't have many people. I have a few, and I am eternally grateful for them, for being a part of my life. But sometimes I need more than, 2 people. And that's something I'm struggling with. Dealing with this sort of thing with only 1 or 2 people, one of whom you barely know, and you only message because you remembered a fact about them, a year past the, the last time you spoke. It's confusing, and it's hard. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there is a lot of things to kind of learn and unlearn and make peace with, and all this sort of stuff, and it feels overwhelming. But I now have a goal, and I think that is probably the most important thing I've got right now. And I need to stick to that, and I need to allow myself to sit with the discomfort and be willing to feel it and to let it happen, I guess. I guess that is kind of it for the time being. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still feeling very frustrated with my ex, and how quickly she's moved on from our relationship. It does still feel very disrespectful. And I'm not sure if I'm crazy or not, but I'm trying not to let that, I guess, dictate my thoughts, my feelings, and my emotions. Because I feel like that can turn into a slippery slope if one isn't careful. and can lead to a lot of hatred where there may not be room for that in my life, because I don't want to hate people. I don't like hating people. I don't see a purpose in hating people, and I don't think I ever will. I hope that one day I get to feel the peace that I desire. Because yeah, feeling like this all the time is kind of difficult. Like, kind of, I mean very. I don't like feeling like this all the time. I don't like feeling unsure of myself and feeling isolated, and I don't like feeling, you know, just awful. I don't like it. I don't really know what else to say, so I think I might just leave it here and kind of just kind of go from there. Yeah, I think I might just keep playing for a bit just to kind of mull over some more thoughts. But yeah, I guess that's my update for the day, which I think is good. Anyway, I shall make an update. I honestly don't know when. I feel it could be some time before that happens. And that's okay. It's completely okay. If I don't understand. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go now. I'll update later. Ciao.